Are you fucking stupid? Are you serious? If you guys haven't heard already or seen like the million videos that went up, but literally within a few minutes of all of the info being revealed, I don't know how the fuck other people do it. I have no idea. I'm sound asleep whenever this shit happens. I woke up, looked onto my timeline, and about an hour or so passed, and it turns out that this Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is very much real. It has yet to be completely announced and completely confirmed yet, but it is pretty hard evidence at this point. But here's the thing, that's the good news, that the whole thing is, it's real, it's legitimate, and that's the information that I got. I knew it was real, I knew it was legit. The pricing is somewhat accurate. The April release is a little, it's a Monday and everything, it just doesn't really add up. But the information that I had was that it was just real. People thought I had some like insane insider info and like some shit, and I'm seeing like conversations. Nope, I didn't have anything, you know, extremely detailed. I don't know what the fuck people expected me to have. There's people that thought like I was in their Activision headquarters and I was at GDC and shit with LEA and them trying to reveal this shit when they're over there revealing shit about doing anything Call of Duty related. It's Fortnite related because they just got a new replay system or some shit like that they're showing, which will be really great to make thumbnails, by the way. I've been getting better at thumbnails. Well, way better than they used to be, I'll say that. But also after making that whole video about like, oh, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna change? Nobody took into account that there's actually a possibility that something like this would happen. Charlie Intel posts, sources say that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has no multiplayer. That's right, no multiplayer, only campaign, and it's not being worked on by Raven. Raven is working on something else, which is really strange because that wall that they had in their place that they were, you know, completely remodeling and stuff, usually they'll redo their offices and stuff like that for the current project that they're working on. They did the same thing with World War II, and it looked very similar to Modern Warfare 2, but they say here that it's not being developed by Raven, so I don't even know what they're working on. An update, Eurogamer has posted their own article stating that their sources have also confirmed that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is real, but it does not have multiplayer included. They have learned new information about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered from a source that sent us materials from a Raven software employee indicating that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered does not have a multiplayer mode. Now that seems kind of weird. They probably have that information, so I guess it's not entirely weird, but if it's not being worked on by Raven, why does a Raven employee know this stuff exactly? I mean, they could just know it. They could just, all of these people in Activision and all the companies involved know exactly what's going on. That could very well be the case, and it's probably more likely than, you know, my crazy idea that's trying to deny it. But I knew information about this Call of Duty was going to come out this week. I just didn't expect it to happen this way. I don't know. A lot of people are just like really upset. They're really angry, and I mean, yeah, I am too. It's pretty ridiculous that the multiplayer isn't being remastered. It really is. I feel like I would have rather had just like no remaster whatsoever than getting my hopes up and just... that's just frustrating. That is just beyond frustrating. I didn't want to sit around here and just like complain the entire video, but I mean, that's like all I have. I've never met anyone in my life that only played Call of Duty and bought Call of Duty specifically for the story. Only. I know that they'll play some of the campaign, they'll complete the campaign, but they'll play multiplayer. And if they hate the multiplayer, they just stop playing the game altogether. And sure, the campaign was cool and all, but I mean, do you understand what people actually wanted? So many people buy Call of Duty specifically for the multiplayer. I'm one of them. And very clearly, I mean, looking at the backlash and disappointment on Twitter, it seems like a lot of other people are with me here. I'm not saying that there's absolutely nobody that's ever bought a Call of Duty, you know, title for the campaign or whatever like that. You can enjoy the campaign and all, it's just like, when you're thinking about Modern Warfare 2, you're not thinking about the campaign. I usually don't like to put words in people's mouths. I really don't. But whenever anyone's thinking of Modern Warfare 2, they're probably, most likely, like 98% thinking about how crazy and fun the multiplayer was because, you know, obviously it was broken as shit, but everybody felt like they could do something on the game. That's why people enjoyed playing it. Even the worst players, the worst of the worst, can just abuse all the shit that was in the game. This is why people had so much fun with it. But it's just not even happening. It's just a campaign remaster. Do that whole no Russian thing. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't know if they're gonna remaster no Russian right now. I don't really know. It's kind of a big part of the story, so I'm not really sure how they're gonna get around that, but see, I would be playing MWR right now as a fitting backdrop, but I'm not getting multiplayer, so. No, I mean, obviously all this shit isn't 100% confirmed, but I just... This is like eating spaghetti without the sauce. It's like dating somebody without ever even hugging them. You're in the relationship, you have the satisfaction to be able to say that you're together, you're exclusive, and that's it. All the opportunity for substance in the world, but you can't even make the memory. Like, it's like trying to write a fucking 300-word essay with no point. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, who in the office said this shit? Who gave the okay to just go and say, this is all right? No multiplayer. Multiplayer is the reason that most people buy your fucking game. I don't get it. It's like drinking an energy drink and then it gives you no actual energy. Eating food for the taste, but then getting no energy from it, and never feeling full. Is there a mission in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign where I get to use an intervention, like, to any extent? Because I just want to know what that even feels like. Whoever came up with this shit needs to be arrested. This is some sick fucking joke. Some people are saying that it might just be like an early April Fool's. Nah, it's... I don't know, man. We can keep denying it and denying it and denying it, but I mean, until we get official confirmation, I mean, I can't really say anything yet, but if this news is anywhere near accurate, I feel like I'm gonna be playing Fortnite for a while anyway, but like, you know, I was kind of looking forward to being able to play Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, even if it wasn't going to be coming out in April. I didn't think it was going to be coming out in April. I just thought that date was just a little too weird. I would have been completely fine with it just, you know, releasing at the same time like MWR did. I know some people say that it cannibalizes the other game. Honestly, my want for the game kind of overrides all of that, so I wish they did this to another Call of Duty instead. Just knowing that we were on the cusp of actually being able to get a real Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer experience is just so exciting to me, and it's just now, whatever, man. What the fuck? That's depressing. That shit is, it's so stupid. This whole video is me complaining, but I mean, I'm sure you're used to that. What the fuck? Are you out of your fucking gourd? I try to stay as level-headed as possible, but dude, you're gonna... I would rather try to knock a fucking tiger out with only my skull than believe this information. I would rather use a machete to brush my teeth. I would rather wake up in a reality where exosuits were real and exo-jump myself into a bed of nails. I would And fuck this shit, you know what?